Welcome, my fellow Sigmarites. I hope you guys are all doing well, and today, my friends, we're here with a live showdown between the Empire and the Tomb King. So it's going to be the new Empire facing off against the old, decrepit, bony Empire. Should be quite a bit of fun. As far as the build goes, we do have the double great cannons in the back to deal with the Shopty great bows, and occasionally a very wild bone giant. But aside from that, they're pretty good against the characters and all that sort of good stuff. Two Knights of the Blazing Sun, an exceptional unit in this matchup. Great shock damage, can really take care of the infantry, and honestly trades okay with a lot of the Tomb King's cavalry units as well. Big old fronds up in the sky just to deal with the monsters, grenade launchers for some anti-infantry, and that is basically the build. So let's get this party started, see what my opponent's got. The dreaded double bone giant. What that actually means is we do need to advance. The bone giants, I think, have a little bit less range than cannons, so if we press up, we have to just make sure we don't get kind of popped in the face by something a little bit spicy here. We'll get the grenade launchers running that way as well. And we just have to make sure the Bone Giants can't get in range. It looks like he's got Chosen of the Gods back there too. Ouch. Okay, so far Sigmar's Sons are being shot, which is fine. That's to be expected. We want to just make sure we don't slip up with Franz and or our casters. We need to kind of watch and see where he's shooting just for a moment or two. Okay, we need to juke here. It looks like it is going after the caster. No, it's not. Okay, one of them was going after the caster, yes. So we'll run behind this building here. Franz can kind of just juke back and forth. We do have certainly an advantage in terms of like troop action because he invested so much in the Bone Giants. The cannons are getting the Bone Giant down. I think it's fine. I think we can keep shooting there and potentially bring that bad boy down. We'll see. So our caster should be relatively safely hidden here. And what are these? These are skeletons. These are skeletons. Let's go ahead and get you guys kind of going up and around. Spears going. And I don't see any backline pressure coming in from him either. So I'm pretty sure I can just kind of ignore my cannons here and just do our thing. So a net's coming down on Franz actually. A little bit of a misplay on my part, not evaluating. But even if Franz does get hit a couple times, he'll be fine. We could just regrowth him and all will be good in the realm. So cavalry, let's go ahead and sneak you guys around. Franz will be out of his net in just a moment. Let's pull you back here. And Franz, can you escape? We don't want to use any of his buffs. There's not really any point to doing that. And we should be out in a moment. 1, a 2, and a 3. Give it to us, precious. All right, Franz is free. You can go ahead and regrowth him. Just kind of get him back up here. As far as the cavalry pressure goes, we do have Knights of the Blazing Sun that can come in here and hopefully get some work done. Franz just going to go hide back here, really. A little bit of sloppy play to let him get caught. Knights of the Blazing Sun are getting blasted there, so let's go ahead and pull you around. Now Franz can kind of just chill behind the tree, and we will use Stand Your Ground. All right, we'll get the guns advanced up. You can see the infantry fights are going pretty well, so we'll charge in here, try and hammer them down. Excuse me. Get the flagellants moving in. Spears can go rush in after the Necropolis Knights. We could actually pull Franz around that way, get the caster going, pop the Power Stone to get the Winds of Magic back. Let's see if we can get the Silver Bullet shooting here as well. So, okay, those guys should get polished off pretty good. It looks like it is Khalida, who's actually been making a bit of a comeback lately. I've been seeing a lot of Khalida action, which is, pretty surprising for sure. And yeah, the spears back here, I mean, I don't think we're going to need them to defend, so we could just get them going up there, and hopefully we'll be fine. All right, so pretty nice net right there, but the grenade launchers still are doing some exceptional work. Let's get our spears moving. We can get these cavalry charging into these spearmen, get these guys around the back. Franz, the net has been used, so I think we're okay. I think we're safe-ish to get a little bit more aggressive here, and these knights, hopefully we can get back. We'll see. I think the net is going to wear off before the reinforcements get there. Yeah, all right, let's get into the forest here. Grenade launchers, keep doing your thing, move the spears up, and one boner giant is about to go down here. So, yeah, so far it's been pretty scary, but I think we're going to get enough pressure here that will be okay. The bone giant going down is quite big. We do have an Earthblood, which we could drop, but I think I'm just going to save for regrowth on Franz. I think that's the most important thing. And unfortunately, some of the guys were broken, but, you can't have everything here. So, Knights of the Blazing Sun, pull up and around. We just need to make sure Franz lives to the late game. These guys can honestly just chill in the trees for now. And the Great Cannons, one Bone Giant should be down. So now we can go after the other one, although it has used a lot of ammo, so it's probably not worth it. So let's go ahead and just shoot here. And basically, we could just let that Bone Giant use the last of his ammo. Let's run away here. Do we have any spears? We do. So we can pull them back and hopefully be okay. Spears are moving in. Pulling back with these units, a little bit defensive. We have the cannon advantage, right? So we don't have to get too reckless here. Spears can kind of just posture in the back. Franz is just, avoiding the shots for the most part. And the Silver Bullet should get away from those Shopty summons. All right, so cavalry, let's pull you in. The Bone Giant, like I said, is about out of ammo. Sigmar Sun's able to break through the front line. It was a little bit slow in getting them into the party here. Do I want to go up and over the back now? Okay, I think there might be an opportunity for a sandwich here. So we're going to go in for it, and I think it will hopefully pay off. So, yeah, unfortunately, these spearmen need to head them off. I need the Silver Bullets for the late game, and I think the Tomb Kings don't have too much left in the way of infantry. So, all right, so spears move in after these Sepulchral Stalkers. We'll get you guys going into the back as well. Knights of the Blazing Sun from the front, and the other Knights of the Blazing Sun appear to have been broken off. So we can get a big Earthblood here. So let's go ahead and pop Galmaraz. Take out some of these Sepulchral Stalkers. We can pull in the cavalry to go here, and then we can go ahead and drop a big fat Earthblood and hit everyone, which should be pretty strong. All right, yeah, the cannons are certainly doing some work. Let's go ahead and blast into these guys. And it looks like the Snake Cavalry are coming in, but we have a spear wall, so we should be able to get away, no problem. Get you back. Cannons just kind of keep withering into them. Let's go ahead and make sure to charge. And the silver bullets, we can get up on the high ground and hopefully a stable position. So we do actually have a slightly overextended character here. So we're going to pop Runefang as well as stand your ground to really try and hold this position. Franz will go ahead and regrowth, which will be pretty much the last healing that we need there. And how are the grenades doing? Grenades appear to be doing very well. Silver bullets just about in position. We can start shooting at the Bone Giant. Why the hell not? And Franz has been able to take out the caster here. So a very conservative game, but I think in the end, we were able to break the dreaded Tomb King's box. Yeah, looks like we're pretty well ahead on the bounce power. Now we have High Queen Khalida, so we can just pull back. We don't have to take any of these engagements per se, although what's going to be the best route of escape here? Looks like that is. Knights of the Blazing Sun have rallied, a little bit slow on the response, but I think that's okay. Franz got away with the regrowth. Spears are doing their job. Flagellants move in. Great Cannons pounding. Silver Bullets pounding as well, which is excellent. Look at the brave Spearmen of Sigmar, just doing some awesome work as always. Where do we want to go with Franz? Probably jumping on over and just beating down the Bone Giant is going to be a decent call. And we have an Earthblood, so let's go ahead and drop that right on our whole force, right in the center mass. The Boner Giant ripping a nice little shot there, which I believe almost hit my gun pieces. And it looks like the other units are going to be jumping in, but I think even with Franz getting rear charged here, that was probably a little bit suboptimal. I should have gone from the other side. I think it doesn't matter too much. So great cannons, let's go into the Necropolis Knights. Franz Daddy needs to try and get away if he can. Let's just pile our troops in. Knights of the Blazing Sun. We have so many Spearmen too, as well as the two Great Cannons, which have ample ammunition, so I don't think there's anything they could have done. Grenade launchers are really good this game. Only 1,000 value, but certainly felt like a lot more than that. Clearing out the chaff units allowed us to get into the cookie jar and do the trick. All right, SIGMARITES, March 4th. Do it. Get in there. Do some damage. GG, well played to my opponent. Certainly a fun scrap. There goes the Bone Giant. Khalida will be going down. I've been seeing a lot of Khalida in competitive play, and this is being played on Inticity's ranked ladder, so certainly some strong opponents here. High Queen Khalida, army losses has kicked in. GG, well played. Yeah, the net was a little bit scary on the Franz. Did quite a bit of damage, but let's go ahead and break down the armies and see what we got going here. Yeah, the Franz, man. The double cannons, usually pretty good. Bone Giants, you just have to make sure the Bone Giants can't advance on you, because if the Bone Giants get in range of the cannons with Ushabti Grepo support, you can actually get gooned pretty good. Your cannon crews can go down in a long fight. So that's why we advanced up to keep the Bone Giants from reaching their maximum range. So we got 1,200, 1,500 here, pretty great, 1,100 here. Cavalry did okay. Silver Bullets did awesome. Franz did awesome as usual. I mean, this is more or less the build I've been using against Tomb Kings, and it's pretty good against a number of styles. Generally, I find it does best against the Ushabti Grepo style of play, where people like to bring a lot of Ushabti Grepos, and it's a little bit less efficient against rushes. Granted, you can defend the rush pretty well with double Knights of the Blazing Sun and a lot of extra spears. Grenade launchers are also quite good there. So yeah, that's it. Well played to my opponent, Samurai style. I definitely enjoy the build. The double Bone Giant can do some work. If I don't go with like cannons and I have more of kind of a less artillery-based build, they can do some work. And obviously, it's very like it's a little bit all in, right? Because you invest a lot of efforts to take out those targets, but if you can't fully neutralize them, like Franz came back, then you kind of wasted all those resources you're trying to put into them, right? So it's a little all in for sure. I might even recommend with a build like this, instead of netting Franz, make more of an effort to net the Lifecaster. Granted, he was pretty well hidden, but if you could take him out in like 2 or 3 Bone Giant shots, especially with the Great Bow support. But yeah, it was a well played game. GG to Samurai style, and we'll see you guys back with more replay soon. Take care.